Hello, Anne. How are you? Welcome to the OR Words Bundle. This month we have for you, let me show you. We have, hang on. Um, we've got the usual, oh, okay. We've got the usual OR words game. So as you move around the board, each time you land on one of the words, you have to say it and spell it. I've highlighted the OR blend just to make it easier. So if your child's struggling to sound it out, rather than kind of like going f, l, o, r, you can go fl, or st, o, r, e. Store. I have found that the on the end of some of these words is making the kids think that it's st or e story. So we need to kind of like point out the difference when it's an e here we don't sound it, but when it's the y, that's when it becomes story. So that's our board game. Next we have, hang on, let me close this. Next we have Hangman as always, just because it's fun and it always seems to be a firm favourite. I chose the OR blend this month with it being the coronation at the weekend, so I thought OR coronation it seemed to work, but I guess it could become quite dated quite quickly. But obviously if you're playing this, you could also use it with the Scrabble letters. So you pick your word, don't tell the other person which one it is that you've chosen. And then you find your letters, give them a shake and give them to the other person to try and work out what your word is. Or additionally, you could do it as the Pictionary game. So again, you choose a word, but you don't tell the other person what you've chosen. And you draw a picture of it. Oh dear. And they have to try and guess what that is. And once they've guessed that it's a door, you'd write the word correctly next to the image. So we've got that, which can be used as either hangman or Pictionary. We've got, don't eat that, sorry. We've got the lily pad game, which I love. So you'll need two counters and one on the table, one between your thumb and your forefinger, I think. You have these all cut out and laid on the table, and you flick the counter, and if it lands on the lily pad, you have to read and spell the word. If it misses, leave your counter where it is and the other person has a go, and it's the person with the most lily pads at the end. This month I've also added the fishing game because I don't put it in that often because it's more of a bind for you to make, but it's worth it because it's fun. So what you'll need to do is cut out each of these fish, and it's in effect basically a pairs game. So you cut out each of the fish. If your child wants to colour them in, then brilliant. And puncture a hole in where the eye is with a hole punch, so roughly here-ish, and thread a paper clip through it. Then what you'll need is something like an old pen or felt tip or something, or pencil, anything like that, that sort of length. Add a piece of string to one end and a magnet to the other end of the piece of string. And that then acts as your fishing hook, and you have to hold the magnet slightly above the paper clip and you have to try and hook out the fish. And if you get two words the same, it's a pair, so you keep them and you have another go. If they're not a pair, you throw them back in and the other person has a go. So like I say, that's one of my all-time favourite games, but it is more of a faff to make, so that's why I don't put it in that often. But if you do play it, enjoy it. I've also put in pairs. So again, I thought because it's the coronation, the Queen was always proud of her corgi, so we've got a corgi in there amongst some of the others. Oh, I haven't put coronation though. Anyway, we've got the pairs game. So again, just cut them all out, lay them on the table in front of you. If I was you, I'd either print them onto quite a thick paper or back them onto another piece of card so that when they're laid on the table, you can't look through them and in effect cheat. And then finally, we've got the snakes and ladders game. So as before, you just move around the board and whichever word you land on, you have to read and spell. Potentially write, read and spell, depends how you want to play it. If you land on the foot of the ladder, you go up the ladder. If you land on the head of a snake, you go down the snake. And the first person to get to the finish wins. So enjoy. I shall just close that down. and speak to you again. No, I won't, because I can't see how to get the full picture back. There it is. There. Have a great week. This month's Zoom call will be next Friday, which will be, no, it won't be, sorry, it will be next Monday at 1:15. So if you want to join us, that's Monday the 8th of May. If you want to join us, just let me know and I'll send you the Zoom invite. Otherwise, have a great week. Enjoy the bank holiday and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.